Did you know that 70% of lottery winners go broke within just a few years? In fact, one-third of them eventually file for bankruptcy. And in a study of Florida lottery winners, 70% had spent every penny of their winnings within 5 years. Winning the jackpot sounds like a dream, but for most it's a financial disaster waiting to happen. It's no wonder they call it the curse of winning the lottery. Let's look at some real-life examples. Jack Whittaker won $314.9 million in 2002, but his fortune quickly turned into a nightmare. He faced countless lawsuits, was robbed multiple times, and struggled with the tragic loss of his granddaughter, which many believe was linked to the chaos his sudden wealth brought. Then there's David Lee Edwards, who won $27 million in 2001. Instead of securing his future, he spent it on mansions, luxury cars, and drugs. Within a few years, he was living in a storage unit, and just 12 years after his win, he died broke due to poor health. Abraham Shakespeare's $30 million windfall in 2006 became a tragedy when he was exploited by people pretending to help him manage his money. Ultimately, his life ended in betrayal and murder at the hands of someone he trusted. These aren't isolated cases. So why does sudden wealth destroy so many lives? Let's break it down. Winning the lottery isn't just a financial shock, it's a full-blown emotional and psychological earthquake. Most winners are completely unprepared for the drastic shift in their lives. Psychologists even have a name for this: sudden wealth syndrome. Imagine going from worrying about how to pay your bills one day to being bombarded with investment opportunities, charity requests, and financial decisions you've never had to make. It's overwhelming, and that overwhelming feeling turns into anxiety and guilt. Many winners wrestle with the thought that they don't truly deserve their fortune, and that guilt makes decision-making even harder. Sudden wealth often comes with lifestyle inflation, a rapid and dramatic upgrade in how winners live their lives. Mansions, luxury cars, and extravagant vacations become the norm. For many winners, money represents freedom, the ability to live the life they've always dreamed of. It's also a way to show off, especially for those who've never had wealth before. Lavish purchases can feel like a declaration: I've made it. While it feels amazing at first, few think about the hidden costs of maintaining this new lifestyle. Property taxes, maintenance bills, and other expenses quietly eat away at their wealth. Take one winner who bought a fleet of luxury cars, including multiple Lamborghinis and Rolls-Royces, only to realize he couldn't afford the insurance or repairs. Another spent millions building a sprawling estate with custom pools and guest houses, but didn't plan for the six-figure annual maintenance costs. What looks glamorous on the surface can quickly turn into a financial trap. This behavior often goes hand in hand with overspending. Many winners splurge impulsively, often on things they've never had before. For example, one winner bought not just one yacht, but several, each larger and more extravagant than the last. Another famously purchased an entire row of luxury homes on the same street so their family could live nearby, only to find they couldn't keep up with the property taxes for all the houses. Some winners take extravagant vacations, renting private jets and entire islands, blowing millions in just a few weeks. Fueling this lifestyle is a dangerous mindset, the illusion of endless wealth. When you suddenly have tens or hundreds of millions of dollars, it's easy to believe the money will last forever. This false sense of security often leads winners to stop budgeting altogether, convinced that no matter how much they spend, there'll always be more. One winner described the experience as feeling like they'd been handed a magic ATM until it ran out of cash. This mindset encourages reckless spending, unchecked generosity, and an inability to see the warning signs of financial trouble. In contrast, individuals who are already wealthy and stay that way spend more time thinking about how to protect and grow their wealth than they do spending it. They understand that no matter how much wealth you have, it can all be spent if you're not careful. Building sustainable wealth requires discipline, strategic planning, and a focus on investments that generate returns rather than liabilities. And here's the truth about money. It doesn't change you, it magnifies who you already are. If you were impulsive, financially undisciplined, or overly trusting before, a jackpot won't fix that. It's like throwing away gasoline on a fire. One winner, for example, gambled away millions because they couldn't break their old habits. Instead of solving problems, sudden wealth often shines a harsh light on them, amplifying every flaw and bad decision. Another major challenge is financial illiteracy. Most winners have never had to manage large sums of money before. Suddenly, they're thrown into a world of complex investments and budgeting without the tools to navigate it. Without proper guidance, it's a disaster waiting to happen. Most winners don't know how to grow their wealth or invest wisely. Many fall for get-rich-quick schemes, high-risk investments, or rely on unqualified financial advisors. One winner, for instance, lost millions investing in ventures they didn't fully understand, while another spent all their money on depreciating assets, leaving nothing to sustain their future. To grow wealth effectively, you need a plan, patience, and discipline. But most lottery winners lack these qualities, making it almost inevitable that their fortune dwindles over time. When you win the lottery, it doesn't just feel like you've won, the people around you feel like they've won too. Family and friends often see your windfall as theirs, believing they're entitled to a share. And that belief comes with overwhelming expectations. You're suddenly the person everyone turns to with sob stories, business ideas, and desperate pleas for help. The pressure to say yes is enormous. Many winners feel guilty about saying no and end up giving away large portions of their money just to avoid conflict. But generosity has limits, and as those limits are reached, relationships often turn sour. People who were once close start to feel slighted or resentful. Family members might argue over who gets what, or accuse the winner of being selfish or unfair. The more the winner gives, the more is expected, creating an endless cycle of conflict and disappointment. Sudden wealth also changes how winners view the people around them. Winners begin to question, are they being genuine or do they just want money? This constant questioning erodes trust, even in long-standing relationships. Some winners pull away from their social circles entirely, choosing isolation over the stress of navigating these complicated dynamics. And then there are the opportunists. Lottery winners are magnets for people looking to exploit them. Romantic partners, distant acquaintances, or so-called financial advisors with shady schemes. One winner was conned out of millions by someone they trusted to manage their investments. Trust is often broken, leaving winners feeling betrayed and emotionally drained. Finally, there's alienation. Wealth has a way of creating divides. Old friends may grow jealous or resentful, while winners find themselves disconnected from the people who once grounded them. The very thing they thought would bring them happiness ends up making them feel lonelier than ever. The lottery promises a golden ticket to happiness, but for many, it becomes a Pandora's box of chaos. If you're not prepared to handle wealth, it will handle you, and not in the way you'd hope. The real jackpot isn't money, it's the wisdom to thrive with or without it. William Budd Post III, a lottery winner who lost his $16.2 million fortune, once said it best. Everybody dreams of winning money, but nobody realizes the nightmares that come out of the woodwork or the problems. If you found this video insightful, you might like another one on a similar topic. Click on the thumbnail to watch or keep exploring. Also, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel.